So, for anyone who's hearing the term for the first time, gold mining might sound like something pulled straight out of old Western movies, but what is it actually about today?
It's funny you bring up those old movies, because while the spirit's the same, modern gold mining looks pretty different. At its core, it's just the process of extracting gold from the earth. But nowadays, it can range from panning in rivers to using big, mechanized operations.
That image of someone with a pan by a riverbank still pops into my head. But I guess there are a lot more methods and tools now. Is it still possible for individuals to get started without a huge investment?
Absolutely, and that's the cool part. Hobby prospecting is still alive and well. You don't need a ton of money or heavy equipment to get going. With some basic tools and a little know-how, almost anyone can try their luck.
Let's dig into that a bit. For someone just starting, what are the must-have tools? Like, what would you actually put in your backpack for a first outing?
First thing's a gold pan that's classic for a reason. You'll also want a small shovel or trowel, a classifier to sift out bigger rocks, and maybe a snuffer bottle to suck up those tiny gold flakes. Honestly, it all fits in a regular backpack.
That sounds way less intimidating than I pictured. No monstrous machinery required. Are these tools expensive, or can you pick them up for a reasonable price?
You can pick up a starter kit for under $30 in most places. It can be tempting to dive into fancier gadgets, but for beginners, sticking to the basics is not just cheaper, it helps you learn the process properly.
Now, once you've got those tools, the big question is, where do you even start looking for gold? Is it just random, or are there signs?
I totally remember wondering the same thing on my first trip. Gold tends to settle in specific spots, especially in rivers. Look for bends, behind large rocks, or places where the water slows down. Those are natural catch points.
So, a little detective work is involved. Does that mean you need to travel out to remote wilderness? Or are there places closer to home where people can try?
Lots of folks are surprised to find gold in places they'd never expect. Many regions have public prospecting sites or old mining areas open to the public, so you don't always need to head deep into the backcountry.
That actually brings up something I've always wondered. What about the legal side? Do you need a permit, or can anyone just show up and start digging?
Good question. It really depends on where you are. Some public lands allow recreational gold mining, but others are either off limits or require permits. Always check local regulations before you start, and make sure you're not on private property.
I guess you don't want your first gold hunt ending with a trespassing fine. Are there any safety tips for rookies besides the legal stuff?
Definitely bring a buddy and let someone know where you're going. Rivers and old mines can be tricky terrain. And don't forget those gloves, a lot of sharp rocks out there.
Let's talk first finds. I feel like people expect to strike it rich on day one, but what's reality usually like for new gold miners?
Honestly, finding your first speck of gold is a thrill, even if it's tiny. Most beginners just find a few flakes at first. It's as much about getting outside and learning as it is about hitting the jackpot.
That's such a good point. Do you have any tips for folks who want to improve their chances, or is it mostly just patience?
A little patience goes a long way, but also keep moving. If you're not finding anything, sometimes the next bend in the river really does make all the difference. And don't be shy about chatting with more experienced prospectors. People love to share stories and advice out there.
Now, once someone's got a taste for the hunt, how do they take gold mining to the next level? Is it about skill, gear, or something else?
It's a mix, honestly. As you learn the local geology and read the river better, you'll get smarter about where to look. Some might invest in sluice boxes or metal detectors, but passion and curiosity are what keep people coming back. There's always more to discover.
Sounds like it's easy to get hooked. And who knows? Maybe the next big nugget is just around the corner. I love that mix of adventure and possibility.
Exactly, that little hint of possibility is what makes it addictive. Even if you don't find much gold, you get some fresh air, a little exercise, and a great story or two for the next campfire.